Hey y'all, welcome to this space. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the first video on this channel. Yeah, so thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in and listening to this first video. As I kind of find my way through it, this is really just an introduction to myself, and I'm kind of playing around with what this channel is going to be and what kind of videos I'm going to create on here, but they're going to be basically conversation based and a way for me to work through things, talk through things, because that's what I do. In my life, I talk out loud, I talk to myself, I talk to God, spirit, universe, goddess, angels, guides, whatever you want to call it, my higher self, about existence, about consciousness, about perceived troubles and expansion, ideas, thoughts, creative endeavors, and such. And so I found that it's a way for me to process, and it always opens me up, opens my perspective, widens my perspective, and allows me to zoom out a little bit. And I was asking myself the question today of what deeply fulfills me and what matters to me. And one of the answers to that, as there are several, one of the greatest answers to that, and has always been, are deeply fulfilling, expansive conversations. And recently I have had the pleasure of coming across a couple of creators having really interesting conversations on this platform. And as we get into this and get down the line, I'm going to share those creators because I was inspired by them to begin this and to just start the conversation, because it is the conversation. It's the conversations that I have with myself and conversations that I've had with like-minded people such as myself, seekers of consciousness, explorers of consciousness, individuals looking to expand their perspective, shift perspectives, and just live with a more open heart and a more open mind. And I have quite a journey I have been on quite a journey to get to this point in my life. And I'm sure I will share more about that as time goes on. But the point of this video and the point of me starting this channel right now at this point in time with this video in the state that it's in, is to just do the thing. Do it messy, do it imperfectly. Just put it out there. Put your ideas out there. Put your perspective out there from a place of just sharing and knowing that it's just one perspective, and I'm not claiming it to be the truth or resonant for everyone. And I know what I share on here, who I am, my authentic self, and my expression isn't going to resonate with everybody. And that's okay, and that's a good thing. And I'm finally waking up to that and understanding that in a way that is deeply embodied in who I am and in what I'm creating and what I'm going to put out into the world. And I know that there will be people who connect with the way that I will deliver certain messages and have certain conversations. And I hope and I trust and I have faith that those of you that can resonate will find me, and we will have conversations, and we will communicate in various modalities. And who knows what else is going to be on here. I'm going to share just life from my perspective, bits of life through my eyes, because that's really all that this is when we're sharing on the internet, when anybody's sharing on the internet, right? We're sharing life from our perspective. And I think that in some ways it's gotten lost that that's what it is, that's what we're doing, that as creators and as people on using social media, using it as a form of expression, a form of connection. And there is that beautiful side, right? And it can get lost, and I think it has in some ways on some sides of the internet, on all these social media platforms, it has gotten lost, that connection piece, the authenticity piece. Just, I think there's just something beautiful and raw about just putting on a camera and talking and having a conversation. So that's what this is going to be. Who knows what we're going to talk about going forward, but that is the intention, to have interesting conversations. You know, really they're going to be conversations with myself, with my higher self, things that I think are interesting. And, you know, if you want to join in, you're welcome. I absolutely welcome you to join in, and I look forward to connecting and reaching people who resonate, you know. And if you don't, that's cool. I send you love as well. I send everybody love. that's watching this, that's receiving this right now. Yeah. My name is Allie. Nice to meet you. This channel is called Inner World Alchemist, which I consider myself an inner world alchemist. An alchemist traditionally being someone who transforms base metals into gold. And a spiritual alchemist, or as I call it, an inner world alchemist, is someone who transforms their life through the inner realms, taking the most painful experiences, your suffering, and your mess, perceived setbacks and mistakes, and using them as transformational fuel, and recognizing that in those things lies your power, your purpose, your passion, your pleasure, your greatest joy, and your message that you're meant to share with the world, that we're meant to share with each other. And we all have one. We all have a message. And we're all always sharing a message, even if it's not through our words, through our actions. So what message are you sharing? It's interesting to think about that. Gandhi was asked, do you have a message for the people? And he responded and said, my life is my message. So if your life was your message, what would it be? What would it say? I love to think about that. When I heard that, I just thought it was so beautiful, and I think about that often. I contemplate on that idea. If my life is my message, what is it communicating? What is it saying? And what do I want it to say? More importantly, what message do I want to spread? And then how do I live my life in alignment with that? Okay, on that note, just something to leave you with. But I look forward to continuing to connect, to share my perspective, to share my life, and just the way that I see the world through, seeing the world through my eyes, from my perspective, having conversations, sharing creative endeavors, and bringing more beauty, joy, playfulness, exploration, adventure, putting that out into the world. Because all it can do is bring more expansion and joy. And that's really what I'm here for, and that's my message, ultimately. My message is one of love and beauty and joy and peace as well. And I'm learning and living that every day. and growing on that journey. By no means have I arrived, or is it even about an arrival? I don't think. So if you want to join me on that journey, welcome. There will be many more conversations to come, and I look forward to the next time that we connect and we meet. Bye.